temporary separation of the classes to clear the air and reevaluate how we coexist. He said,
mandatory removal of non-compliant augmentation. Horizon. District. Time out. That when you make a child stand in the corner of the room for 10 minutes.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
No, that's completely wrong. You're wrong. There is still much beauty in the world. Love, passion. It is still here, if you want to see it. You can choose to only show my shoe, which is very ugly, but that is only a small part of me. News outlets only care about a small part. I'm sorry, Miss Kassan, but you can't.
Authorized access only.
Dává větší smysl, že ten bombový útočník byl v Praze než kolem.
Okay, can't feel bad.
Proč vůbec existujou a vylejzají z těch svých děl? Žádám, abyste mě nechali. Tohle dělat nesmíte. Ne mě.
This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live.
In a little while, Steve's gonna hook me up with attaché.
The center. Destruction.
Žádnej z nich nemá důvod vycházet z téhle čtvrti.
Restoring the past. Let's do it.
Now moving over to technology. Since the U.S. Air Force
Access
space
granted.
10 years ago, the costly planetary defense system designed to clean up space junk has achieved nothing.
Žádám, abyste mě nechali jít.
Hello.
Access granted.
In the middle of the desert?
What? You don't want them to be safe and with their own kind?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
What? Leave me alone.
Hi, how are you?
Wouldn't treat a dog like that.
You better have a good reason for digging around in Max Dubai investigation. I thought we'd agreed that...
Arc is being set up. Someone wants us looking the other way, chasing the obvious target while they prepare their next attack.
What? What are you talking about?
Come on, Miller, it's too neat. You know as well as I do that Arc didn't hit us in Dubai.
Is that so? Who's this someone then, huh? More blank pages? More ghosts? Like the ones you say took out Rucker?
I don't know who they are, not yet, but I know where they are. I've traced them to an old bell tower facility in the Swiss Alps.
Bell Tower? They're just a bad memory. All their assets were sold off more than a year ago.
And I'm sure if we look closely at some of the buyers, we'd be staring at a tangle of untraceable shell companies.
You're throwing a lot of assumptions around here. What we need is evidence, Jensen. I told you. Did you even meet with Fletcher? Did you look into the evidence you found at the train station like you said you would?
It was a dead end, just like Rucker. Look, the people orchestrating these attacks don't make mistakes. Whatever evidence there is to find, it's there because they want us to find it, to keep us off their trail. You need to start trusting me here.
By allowing you to pursue your own agenda? I don't think so, Agent. This bell tower facility. How the hell did you find it?
I reached out to someone, a contact from my Seraph days. He's very good at unearthing the kinds of information people try to keep hidden. I told him what happened in Dubai, gave him access to the information I learned while investigating Ark. He did the rest.
Fuck, Jensen.
Do you trust this guy?
In this instance, yes.
Now is a bad time to be going off book. Word of Rucker's death is spreading, and riots are breaking out all over Gollum. If state police can't contain them, we're going to have a major problem on our hands. I can't afford to send the strike team in on a wild goose chase right now.
I'm not asking you to send the team, send me. Me and Chicane.
Come again.
We do a flyby, check it out from the air. If it's clear, I slip in, take a look around, and we find out if my theory is correct.
And if you're mistaken?
Then we focus back on Ark. And I'll never disobey another order again.
Right.
Chicane, you got enough fuel to reach the Alps?
We'll get there, if that's where we're going.
Do it. But I stay in the loop. No more rogue agent shit. Copy?
Solid copy.
All right. Good luck.
You'll never disobey another order again. Shit, I can already see your nose growing.
I'm not wrong about this. I know that facility has answers. What, are you doubting me too?
I think Miller smells a bit of bullshit on it, but it's good enough to get me moving. You ready to light out?
When we first talked, you told me that your limp kept you honest. That's an interesting way of looking at an injury.
Your preamble's as thin as soup, man. Don't dance around it, just ask it.
I'm only curious. We've all got a story.
No, that's not it. What you really want to know is, do I hate him? The man that tore out my knee. His name was Lachlan Beats. He was a laborer. Worked in the mines up near Bendigo before everything went to hell. Beats was a family man who did what he thought he had to do in order to provide for his family. See, back then, nobody could compete with you Ogs when it came to manual labor jobs. So, he made a choice, if you can call it that.
And his choice changed your life. You don't resent Beats for what happened?
What I resent are the men who coaxed men like him to get augmentations, men who enforced a system where the rich could buy artificial expertise without thinking about what it would cost all of us in the end. No, I don't resent him. At least not anymore. I was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Story of my life. So look, on that sunshiny note, what do you say we put some miles behind us?
Yeah, fire it up.
Ram just popped up on radar. They'll keep us beyond visual range and engage DRFM jamming. You can scan the facility from the air with...
Negative. I'm gonna find out what's being planned. I gotta get inside.
You crazy? We have no way of knowing what's in there.
I'm tired of flying this limousine around. Did you say you wanted to get back in the action?
Fine.
Not setting us down.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
You really must avoid taking those wrong turns. A little taste, so at the end you understand what you're interfering with. Give my regards to Talos.
I thought there'd be more blood. You said Rocker was covered in it.
Rocker had more meat in him than this one. Maybe that's the difference.
But you're sure he'll die?
The Orchid has no mercy. His end will come. It will be slow, and it will be painful. Just time enough for a man to think on his sins.
Yeah. If he found us, it means the facility is compromised. We should move out.
No. We were warned that this one was coming. We have time before they start searching for him.
If you are certain. What about your friends from Ark?
Those fools have outlived their usefulness. Let them drink a little more. Then dose them with the other. Don't do bodies with this one. Enough of this dead weight. You carry him now. This is as far as I go.
You're flying back to Prague?
I need to meet with those devoured pigs. Get them to accelerate the timeline so our shipment clears customs immediately.
They will want more money.
Smugglers always want more money. But the Valley won't get it.
So the men and I should stay here and proceed as planned?
Brown confirmed everything with Picos last night. Date and time.
End of the line for you, friends.
Chicane, come in. Damn. How long have I been out? Miller, it's Jensen. I can't raise Chicane.
Jensen? What's happened?
I walked into an ambush. Chicane could be in trouble.
Fuck. I'll see if I can raise him. Was it the mercs from Dubai?
Yeah. And they were with Marchenko, their mole inside Ark. He admitted poisoning Rucker.
I'll call Leon. See how quickly they can get a team there. You stay low and find the exit.
Copy that. But these guys think I'm dead. Maybe I should take advantage of that and have a peek around. Might find out more about him.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Marchenko said the gas got too long. You don't know what his check-in plan was. Next day. I have it.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Perimeter detail reports west side all clear.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Elbows a little stiff. I'll get that looked at before we move.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
All cargo not loaded by 0400 will be terminated in the burn.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Attention all personnel. Site burn will commence in
Low mark. Investigating.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Hey, Jensen. Miller tells me you're alive in there. They built you tough, huh?
Where the hell have you been, Chicane?
Me? You've been off comms for hours, partner. Hell, I almost came in there after you, but damn roaches down there spotted me, so I had to bug out. Been trying to raise you ever since.
Yeah, well, now I need a pickup.
Helipad, north end of the facility. As soon as I catch you on infrared, I'll break cover and grab you. Chicane out.
This is an unspecified alert condition. Repeat, we're under general alert. This is an alert continuance. Repeat, we're still under general alert. Attention, intruder alert. Repeat, we have an intruder.
Moving to the vector, confirm.
All personnel on full alert. Shoot hostile on sight.
Sweeping area, copy.
Everyone remain on alert. This is not a drill. general alert.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I'm engaging!
Contact is down. Body back.
Sector, report in. Might have some trouble.
Charging mark!
Contact negative. Return to post.
You copy? Control! Control! Target not at LK! Copy? Positive! AO is on! Stand still! Eyes on the hostile!
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
All cargo not loaded by O400 terminated in the burn.
Ready to get the hell out of here. Eerie, isn't it?
What the hell happened? Where's everyone?
Martial law. Riots in Gollum spilled over into Prague. The entire city's on lockdown. None but state police are allowed in the streets tonight. They've all got itchy trigger fingers.
Wonderful. Dr. Miller? Come to meet me at the office?
He'll be waiting for you. Of course, you'll likely be shot getting there. Watch yourself out there, Jensen.
Alex, it's me. We need to meet.
You got a location? Because the streets aren't safe tonight, man.
Can you make it to the limb clinic, where we met before?
Yeah, it's not far. I'll meet you there. Don't know why he didn't listen. Let's see what we have. Fuck! Then why did he run?
What's the holdup?
So we killed a citizen.
The city's on lockdown. A true citizen would respect that. Get him in the truck.
You've been off the grid since the bank job, man. I was getting worried.
Been busy. Had to convince Miller to send me on a recon mission to Garm. When I got there, I ran into an ambush.
Again? Was it the same mercs as in Dubai, those gold mask creeps?
Yeah, only this time Viktor Marchenko was with them. He tried to kill me with this.
What is it?
The orchid. Think you can get it analyzed?
Yeah, we got a couple of scientists on the Collective's mailing list. Some of them are already culling through the files you and Janus pulled from the bank. I'll let you know what they find. Oh, and we also ran a trace on that email you gave me, from Rucker. It originated from an unregistered pocket secretary in Hong Kong.
So we don't know who sent it?
Not yet. It's been shut off ever since. But we left a trace running, so if it lights up again, we'll know.
Good. Something big is coming, Alex. Ark's being framed for a terrorist attack that hasn't occurred yet.
They're gonna take more lives, blow up another train station? Jesus, Adam, look at it out there. Any chance we had of easing fears and fighting people's hatred will be gone. That piece of shit UN legislation will pass, and we'll all be thrown into AUG-only hellholes like Udalek.
While Nathaniel Brown sits back and earns trillions.
Brown? That slick suit from the Santo Corporation?
Page said Brown was calling the shots. And in Switzerland, Marchenko said Brown had confirmed date and time.
But where? Brown's been traveling extensively, promoting Rabia and his Safe Harbor initiative. His next junket's in London. But if he's behind this, he's not gonna attack himself.
Maybe not. Marchenko also mentioned someone who can tell us. But I have to meet with Miller first. How soon can you get the sample analyzed?
As fast as possible. If you're meeting with Miller, be careful. You walked into another ambush in Garm, and Miller's not off my suspect list yet.
We'll see. Delara, what are you doing here?
Is that going to become our standard conversation starter?
I'm serious, Delara. It's dangerous outside. Non-essential staff should be home. How did you even get...
Ouch. Non-essential.
I just meant...
Work with me, Adam. I was trying for a little levity. Truth is, watching Picus News, hearing that the mobs were getting closer to the city, I was reminded of... Let's just say I thought being 3 stories below ground was better than staying in my apartment. So, I called in a favor and got state police to escort me in. Listen, I can tell something big is happening, so I don't want to keep you.
You doing okay, Delara?
Thanks, Adam. No one ever thinks to ask me that. I used to work with Lim International before the incident. During the incident, actually. I have some bad memories from that day. Guess tonight kind of brought them up again.
You were attacked.
Her name was Madeline. She was 13. A really sweet kid. One minute we were talking, laughing actually, about something silly I'd said, and the next she was...
It was a terrible day. For everyone.
After I fought her off, she just stared at me like she was totally aware, you know, but not in control. God, Adam, I could see in her eyes that some part of her was still in there, locked away. And she was terrified.
Delara, I'm sure the girl...
Madeline. Her name was Madeline. You know the part that I'll never forget, though? The thing that keeps just replaying in my mind over and over? Right before she jumped out of my office window, I could swear she was crying.
Believe me, Delara, I know how you feel. You know what I think? I think we're stronger than that day. I think the scars we carry are like armor now.
Like armor? I like that. Guess I just got a little spooked, you know?
I understand. But regardless of the reason, you took a risk coming back here. These are dangerous times for everyone.
You don't need to worry about me, Adam. I'll be fine. I'll just hunker down in my office until the storm passes. Besides, I hear I have a very comfortable couch.
Just take care of yourself.
I always do.
Be advised, late-night food service is delayed.
I guess that's the point of secrecy, isn't it?
Food orders are still being accepted.
Roasted
It's not like Augs are going to be crippled. The dampening chip only limits their enhanced abilities.
Maybe it's the word human restoration they don't like. They're saying they aren't human.
The tension out there isn't helping.
Everyone has the right to protest, even the augmented. Besides, the real problem is Ark, and they're not the ones getting tear gassed in Gollum.
I'm glad I'm 5 stories underground.
Sworn I saw. Dr. Ozen, contact Central Dispatch.
I've got 3 separate reports that suggest Ark's next target is somewhere in the west.
You do understand we are trying to stop terrorists here. I understand that. But I have agents scattered around this city. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There is a clear and present danger. Exactly. How the hell are my people supposed to do their jobs if your people keep arresting them? Do you want more people to die? We have jurisdiction. You made it. Hell of a time for a lockdown.
More like convenient, given everything that's happened in this investigation so far.
What does that mean?
They knew I was coming. Marchenko and the gold mask from Dubai. Somebody tipped them off.
Are you accusing me?
You waffled a long time before agreeing to let me go.
Because you pulled the location out of your ass, you refused to tell me how you got it. Your one solid lead to the bomb maker got away, and Rucker ended up dead when I sent you to arrest him. You've been nothing but an insubordinate cock-up since Manderley put you into this unit.
Manderley?
It was his signature on the transfer papers. I checked. I can't believe we're arguing over this. Not when we need to focus. Right after you contacted me, I got on the horn with Leon. Had them send in a strike team from France. It got there about an hour after you two slipped out.
And the mercs were gone.
Did a pretty good job of trashing the place before bugging out, and left a few booby traps behind. So we have no idea where they went or what they're planning next.
Not necessarily. I heard Marchenko talking to his men. He said something about finalizing a deal with the Diwali.
We need to move on this now. I'll get a search warrant for that old Diwali-owned theater on Tsar Divi Adlam Street.
You really think we have time for a search warrant?
No, but with the city under lockdown, I can't guarantee you'll make it over to the Red Light District alive.
I got here, didn't I? Nobody's killed me yet.
All right, fine. I won't stop you. Just be careful out there, Jensen. Let me know what you find.
Copy that.
Understand we are trying to stop terrorists here.
Time away from him can finish the morning.
MIA is still better than him blowing up something else.
It is not advisable to use it. That's not right.
Who's here? Who is this?
It's Daria. From the crime scene. Do you remember? I'm at home. Apartment across from yours. Please, hurry. I need you one thing.
Are you still there? Daria!
You do understand we are trying to stop terrorists.
You know what I heard?
MIA?
He got captured.
Well,
He's his way out of it.
What was that?
Can you hear me? You have to come quick. He's here.
Who's here? Who is this?
It's Daria. From the crime scene. Do you remember? I'm at home. Pardon the cross from yours. Please, hurry. I need you.
Are you still there? Daria!
Enough rain to drown a duck.
What was that? Nucení v celém městě vyhlásil zákaz vycházení. Dbejte pokynů příslušníků státní policie. Pozor, platí dočasný zákaz vycházení. Potřebuji aktivní.
You have to follow orders. Or maybe one of these other clanks knocked her up. Who cares?
Her father's been harassing everyone for food.
We have fucking riots in Golem City, and the suicide hens cult on our hands? He can wait.
Hey, I'm not arguing. I'm just passing on some information.
That's on that she thought she was becoming a god or some bullshit. Can you imagine?
I heard they call it
You have been listening to the radio?
Charge the command. We'll set you up.
You want Praxis, eh?
I might be interested.
They sell these.
Yeah, I got that.
Yes.
I have everything.
Biotel, painkillers, right over there.
My Interpol friend, it's dangerous for you to be out in the street tonight. What are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Oh, the killer is still out there. More victims have turned up. All of them Augs, all harvested. Just like Angela Gunn.
So it's the same person doing all this, and we still have no idea who that is.
I'm not sure where all this is going, but I've been looking at old case notes, and it's uncanny. Marek Svobotka, the old harvester, he's supposed to be dead. Yet this killer seems to... little habits that were never made public. I even called the cemetery just to make sure Svobodka's still dead.
And?
He's dead.
That doesn't explain what you're doing here.
It's still my case, isn't it? And it's still open. I was hoping that maybe Daria suddenly remembered something. And what about you? You know very well that your Interpol ID doesn't mean shit tonight. Hell, I should be arresting you right now.
I don't have time for this. Daria's in trouble, and I need to get inside. You do whatever you have to.
All right. I suppose you should check on your friend. I'll take a look around the building. You know, in case. Just try not to get caught.
I won't.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Look out!
Restoring the past and building the future.
Criminals may have achieved the impossible in Cloud last week. A break-in at the most secure data archive facility.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Curfew in Prague. I can't believe it.
In China, meanwhile, a group of protesters demanded... Juggernaut Collective have crashed the Shenzhen
I can't believe I get paid for this.
No one is safe tonight.
Good to nothing. We'll take a look.
Shit like this wouldn't happen.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Waiting to blow. Now look.
What are you doing here? It's after curfew. It's dangerous.
Serial killers are dangerous. Curfews are just inconvenient.
I beg your pardon?
Daria Mishka. Ring a bell?
I'm sorry, but I'm not at liberty to divulge anyone's personal information.
I don't have much time, so you need to start talking fast. Daria's in grave danger. That's if she's even still alive. If there's something I need to know about her...
Trust me, there's no hurry. The further men like you stay away from Daria, the better it is for everyone. You should forget it.
Why men like me? Look, I know about the email you sent her. I know you performed some kind of surgery. Why was it so important for Daria to meet you here?
I used to know Daria. She was a patient of mine.
Your patient? You mean here at the drugstore?
No, of course not. Before that, when I used to work for Taiyong Medical, big tech corporation. You know it?
Enough to know I don't like where this is going.
I headed a project. The cutting edge of neural science and cellular memory replacement. We dealt with people suffering from severe social disorders. We were making people better by making them better people.
How exactly did you make people better?
We found a way to isolate specific character traits. The idea was to use neural implants with imprints of desirable traits from select individuals and insert them into others who were, how should I say, less gifted. Take a man like yourself, for example. Could have given you a sense of humor.
I'm funny enough as it is. Now how about you tell me what went wrong? Something obviously did.
We were trying to help people. Imagine what it would mean if we succeeded. Anxiety, gone. Apathy, gone. Depression, gone.
Diversity gone, spontaneity gone, individuality gone. But you probably left that part out of your sales pitch.
Daria is responsible for what Daria does. The only reason Taiyong forced me to get involved is because so much is at stake for them. Big brand name to protect. I've met their lawyers, men whose briefcases are filled with broken teeth. You must understand.
I guess I'll just forward that email you wrote to her to the police. Or maybe straight to the media. We'll let them make sense of your involvement in all this.
You sure you don't work for Taiyong Medical? That's exactly what they said. That I would be made the center of a show trial if it came to light.
If what came to light?
My job was to address people's deficiencies by integrating donor personality packages. That meant we needed lots of confident volunteers to donate time to our project. As you can imagine, people weren't exactly lining up to have a scrape inside their heads. So Taiyong had to diversify.
Once again, not sure I like where this is going.
Taiyong Medical cut a deal with various penitentiaries. Prisoners who took part in our programs, they got granted little perks, bigger cells, running water. The prisons, they benefited from facility upgrades. It was a win-win.
You implanted the personality traits of prisoners into the mentally unstable? Smart. Let me take a wild guess. Daria's donor was Marek Svobotka, better known as the Harvester.
Donor number 698843. All I saw, all I was given, was a series of test scores that showed a perfect match. Everything she was missing, he had. Nothing else mattered at the time.
An innocent woman's been turned into a vicious killer, in large part because of a procedure you carried out. I'd say that matters.
Daria wasn't turned into anything. She willingly participated in a procedure. Now she is willingly killing people. You may choose to see a causal relationship between those two things, but let me assure you, it's more complicated.
Save it for the lawyers. What I need to know is how to stop her.
All right. Look. We obviously want the same thing here. Daria has a neural chip installed just above the hairline. She won't let you get anywhere near it. So if you're serious about putting an end to this, you'll have to, you know.
What, kill her?
That would be my preference, yes. Or I suppose you could just incapacitate her, but then you run the risk of having her wake up. Not a risk I would take personally.
There must be another way. Something that doesn't involve attacking her.
I wish I could help you. Unless you're willing to meet violence with violence, Daria's not a victim. Chip or no chip, she is behind this, and she will try to attack you no matter what you do. She must be held accountable.
Maybe, but I still think you're hiding something.
Look, I'm the only one who can analyze the data and find out exactly what went wrong. To make sure this never happens again. Please, you must agree to incapacitate Daria and remove the chip. Bring it back to me, and I promise you...
We'll see.
Now look.
Anomaly access granted.
No, the reason I'm sick tonight,
Oh, what kind of freak are coming out
the
of
reason
there?
I'm sick is because of the general being public. Are you people seriously shocked by these events? By this state of martial law preemptively declared by chick authorities as an excuse to illegally detain people? No warrant, no trial.
What do you want from me now?
I know there's a keyword that can shut down the chip. I read about it in your notes. Why would you try to keep that from me?
Because I knew you would overestimate what it could do. You're a fool if you think you can just walk up to a killer and say a magic word. It won't undo what she's become. The decision to act on Svobodka's memories, to repeat them, that was all Daria. Simply shutting down the chip at this point will not be sufficient.
That's for me to decide. What's the override phrase?
Ad hominem 2026. But I warn you, do not turn your back on her. And do not underestimate her responsibility in all of this. We all have terrible nightmares. We all have visions of sick and terrible things we could do. But we don't all act on them. You must be careful around her.
Terrible problem along the way.
It is dangerous to be out in the street tonight.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Hlášení o zákazu vycházení. Násilí v komplexu útulek se šíří. Kvůli vlastní bezpečnosti nevycházejte ven. Hrozí zatčení.
Catching nothing here. Give it a few more minutes.
I never saw you. You were never here.
Just wait it out in here. Then in the morning we'll go home, okay?
I can't believe I lost track of...
Stay away from me!
Ours is the man. He'll set you up. Relax, brat. The worst that can happen is that you'll get shot. Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
I have a family!
Oh, thank God. I knew you'd find me. We must hurry, before he comes back.
Before who comes back? The man who killed Angela Gunn?
Yes. He knows you're after him. He wanted you to come.
So where is he?
He's everywhere. Can you not feel his presence? Are you not scared?
Why did he bring you here? What does he want?
He's using me to get to you. He thinks that by removing your augmentations, he can make you whole again. Quickly, come closer. Help me to get out, and then deal with him. Please, I beg you.
I need to know where he is first. How long ago did he leave here? Which way did he go?
You've got to be joking. We don't have time for all these questions. If he knows I spoke to you, he will kill me. Please, my ankle. Come closer. You must help me escape.
You can drop the act, Daria. I know what's going on here. I know there's no one else out there. I ran into an old friend of yours. The name Cipra mean anything to you?
You mean Dr. Cipra? Ugh. Where did you dig him up?
He's worried about you.
He's worried about himself. He's worried about Tai Yong Medical. They're willing to kill to cover things up, to preserve their precious image. Their reasons are savage compared to mine.
I don't believe this is who you are. Something changed in you after Cipra's surgery. Made you do things you would never have done otherwise, for reasons that aren't your own. But it's not too late.
Don't be so naive. I am who I've always been. Cipra's surgery, all it did was give me access to another man's technique. His courage to follow through.
I can still help you. Ad hominem 2026.
What did you do? Is that how machines pray?
Listen to me. The neural chip that Dr. Cipra installed in you is in the process of shutting down. Try to focus. This version of you that's been hurting people, I don't believe that was really you.
Then you don't know me very well. Why? Why should this change anything? The procedure gave me access to memory banks that weren't my own. The choice to draw on those memories was mine alone. You can't take them from me.
The shutdown process may take some time. There may be lingering effects, but that doesn't mean it's too late to help you.
You really believe that, don't you? All right. Prove it. Approach me. Come. Closer. Save me from all those horrible things Dr. Sipra did. There's nothing to be scared of, right? Surely, whatever trace of the harvester was inside me is gone now that you've said the magic words.
You obviously need more help than I can offer, but that doesn't mean it's not out there. Whatever power the neural chip had over you should be diminishing now. You should be able to fight whatever urges Svobodka's memories inspired in you.
I don't need help. You do. You need to be saved. All Ogs need to be saved. Svobodka inspired me to... I can make you human again. I have to make you human again to atone for what I am.
This notion you got that augmented people need saving, that there's something less than human. Look, I didn't know her, but I guarantee you Angela Gunn was a human being. Her humanity was defined by her ideas, her passions, the causes she believed in. It had nothing to do with whether or not she was augmented.
Svobodka never saw them as individuals. To him, they were victims of an age that terrified him. Mirror images of the monster he had become. He believed the entire race was under attack, that mechanization would keep our souls from migrating.
How does that sound like to you when you say it? Migration of the soul? Victims of an age? I'm not talking abstract concepts here. I'm talking about people. Svobodka never saw his victims as human beings because it would have made it impossible to do what he did. He was sick, he was scared. Whatever he was no savior.
You're right. The more he killed, the easier it became. That is why he had to repeat the actions, ritualize them. It was a way of justifying his beliefs. If you kill one man, the memory is like an anvil. If you kill 7, you quickly forget the first. It all starts to seem inevitable. Surely it must be obvious to you by now. The Daria you came here to save no longer exists. She hasn't for a long time. All that remains now is his drive, his legacy, his cause.
Svobodka didn't have a cause. He was a serial killer, acting out on impulses that he tried to couch in spiritual rhetoric. A way of convincing himself that his actions were justified, but they weren't. No amount of faith or abstraction makes it okay to dehumanize people the way he did.
No. No, it doesn't. But so what if you're right? So what that Svobodka's motivations cannot stand up to scrutiny? His actions, my actions, cannot be justified. Where does that leave me? If those others did not deserve to die, then I deserve to die.
It's not for me to judge you. I want smarter people than me to look into this neural procedure you underwent. Dig into Sipra and Tai Young.
So you're offering me a fair trial?
I'm not offering anything. But if there's any hope of moving on here, not killing anyone else is a good start. Society has every right to judge you, and it also has a right to hear all about Sipra and Tai Young Medical. I'm not an expert on extenuating circumstances, but I'd say you have an interesting case.
You were right before, about the override process taking time. I can feel him receding. Memories of memories no longer crashing against me like they did. Let me prove it to you. Come closer. I want at least one person to know that I'm no longer what I was.
All right, Daria, we need to get you out of here for real now. This needs to end.
The version of me who did those things to Angela, I cannot even imagine it being me, even though I know it was. Whatever happens now, whatever the authorities decide, I hope you believe me.
Chang, you able to see my coordinates?
Give me a sec. What's this about?
There's a woman named Daria down here. She's gonna turn herself in for those harvester killings. She's also got a hell of a story to tell about Tai Young Medical. One that might put her in danger. I need you to send someone you trust.
Jesus, Jensen! What is it you think I'd do? Cyber crimes, remember?
I'm asking because I trust you. Got enough to worry about with the curfew.
All right, but do me a favor and get out of there, and don't mention this to anyone, not even me. Chang's got this.
You shouldn't be outside tonight, Adam. Prague is no longer safe.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm looking at a police barricade right now.
They will not let you pass. But I can help with that. I suggest you take cover.
Eliza, what do you have in mind? Something.
Now is your chance to get past them. Be careful, Adam. I do not want to lose you again.
Jensen, you still alive out there?
Yeah, just made it to the red light district. Any luck with that search warrant?
State police aren't even taking my calls. I'm afraid you're on your own this time.
Story of my life. But I got it, don't worry.
Of course it's easier. That's what the Directive Fowler says, right? Our corporate privacy laws are bulletproof.
My friend thinks that just because Ravage trusts him with a keycard to the theater, his you-know-what doesn't stink.
Tony and P should have called us by...
That's right.
Taking a
the
look.
call wouldn't even go. Okay.
Have you seen the flight?
Damn clink. Trouble. Guaranteed.
Moving out to patrol. Bye.
Nice little beast. Like the taste. Let you know if I see anything.
Don't spook the tourists.
In the streets of Lewistown, Montana. They claim the U.S. government is not doing enough to protect them from augmented crazies. In China, meanwhile, a group of
What bullshit?
I haven't had any clients in 2 hours. Curfew.
The cops find them outside? Our customers don't deserve much.
Fucking answer.
Oh, look at this.
Big dog. Too many police nearby.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
This city is getting sour.
Что?
These are drying up.
Trouble. Guaranteed.
Miller, it's Jensen. I'm about to enter Diwali territory. Any chance these guys are respecting the curfew?
On their own turf, they're more likely to be enforcing it. So stay sharp.
Yeah, kinda what I figured.
Jensen, you said Marchenko needed to finalize a deal, right?
With the Diwali, yeah. Not a lot to go on, I know.
Maybe not. But these guys are the best smugglers in the world. which means a lot of forged paperwork. You might find something in the Kingpin's office.
Assuming I can find that.
They're willing to put their support behind me and the Safe Harbor Initiative. Well, I wonder if they need to debate the outcome.
Ariel is our portable data solutions have massive storage capacity, flexible streams, and over 1,000 other unique passive Ariel, up in distress. Ariel achieved the impossible in fraud last week, a break-in of the most secure data archiving facility in the world. According to rumors circulating on the internet, forensic computer experts were invited to examine
Splitting up has got to be the stupidest idea I've ever run along.
after one of its account holders reported
Government will check the
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
You're funny cool.
Access granted.
What the hell was that? Going, gone.
Around the world, hyperspace.
What's that? You make me
Always watching.
Maybe it's safer to just stay here. Come back and fight, asshole! We just let him ambush us!
Access granted.
Goddamn brute!
this.
Oh!
Kapuyobok is back!
Quickly! Go back yourself! You think you can trick me? Go fuck yourself! He's gone!
Walk by. We just walk on by.
Window dressing! Go and do your fucking job!
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
No one needs to imagine.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Miller, Marchenko is targeting the Safe Harbor Convention in London.
Jesus, there'll be hundreds of people there.
How fast can we move on this?
I'll warn London and get Mac working on a mobilization plan for them. You go home. We'll contact you there.
Alex, they are hitting London. The Diwali agreed to smuggle weapons and the Orchid into Apex Center.
Fuck, man, they want to take out Brown. He's their real target. I've been digging into him.
Get to my apartment. Explain it to me there.
Access granted.
citizens are now demanding
Stay away!
United Nations Security Council
Got this.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Think we're clear?
We should have taken care of this problem long ago.
I see anyone, especially in Og.
Kvůli rostoucím nepokojům v komplexu Útulek byly pražské ulice uzavřeny. Nevycházejte ven.
God, I hope they don't catch us.
There must be a way out of here.
We got it wrong, Adam. Brown's financial prospects aren't as rosy as we thought. He stands to lose trillions if the Human Restoration Act passes.
That doesn't make any sense. Millions of displaced Augs will flock to Rabia.
And the city can't support them. Brown's been selling investors a pumped-up dream. The corporate city-state where like-minded individuals govern themselves while investors reap the profits.
Kinda goes against the idea of a one-world government.
Yeah, and if it fails, so does Brown, the Santo Group, and anyone else standing in the Illuminati's way.
So they want to kill a competing dream and get rid of their augmented problem in one fell swoop. I take it Brown's been campaigning against the act?
And unlike Rucker, he's got the money and influence to stop it.
What about the orchid sample I gave you? Marchenko's smuggling more of it into London. Were you able to analyze it?
Believe it or not, it's not a bioweapon, or at least it's not meant to be one. It's a genome editing drug. It targets the gene linked to Aug rejection and deletes it.
Aug rejection? Must be why I survived. I don't suffer from rejection syndrome.
What? Are you telling me you don't need neuropozyne? Shit, man, that makes you...
1 in a billion, I know. The orchid, Alex. You said it's not meant to be a bioweapon.
Right. The files you and Janus got from the vault, they suggest Reed's team isn't finished making the orchid yet. It's supposed to replace the deleted gene with an artificial one that accepts augmentations. But until they do, it's deadly. Darknet posted pictures of Rucker's corpse. If Brown and all his elegant, fancy potential investors get dosed, and Picus News broadcasts images of them, it's gonna send a message.
I'd better warn Miller. You can stay here if you want, till the curfew's lifted.
I can take care of myself. But when the task force hits London, keep me in the loop. Not sure what I can do, but... good luck, Adam. And be safe.
Miller, it's Jensen. Is McCready still working on that plan for London? Because there's another variable to consider.
You can brief him yourself at TF-29's airfield. We're mobilizing.
Copy that. How do I get there?
Damn curfew's still in effect. So if you can get to Chicane's place, we'll fly you to it. Miller out.
Whatever. You want...
Yeah.
Bye, so... Get up.
I'll be on the...
Out of my face.
What's going on?
Miller's not here yet?
He's already left for the main hangars with McCready's team. We're supposed to rendezvous with them there. You ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Unbelievable. You told him it's a credible threat. I understand that. There are hundreds of lives at risk.
I hope you're wrong about this, Jensen.
So do I.
Fine. Have your men pull back until I can talk to him myself. Miller out. Change in plans. Mac, you and your team will rendezvous with our London division. Secure the perimeter until I tell you to come back in. Jensen, you and I are on the roof.
Is there a problem?
Wrap it up, gentlemen. Approaching the target building now.
Get your coat. You're gonna need it. I don't have to tell you what's happening. You know the drill. There are people down there. Radical, augmented people, who've been sidelined by this world, and who think the only way to stop the oppression is by tearing down everything in their way. Their grievances may be just, maybe they should be heard, but never on these terms. The world may be going to shit, but we're here to stand against the chaos. Every one of the guests down there are counting on us to keep them safe. Let's make sure we do.
Director Miller, I'm Nathaniel Brown. Thank you for agreeing to handle this discreetly.
We didn't exactly have a choice. You threatened to invoke the Corporate Sovereignty Act.
I gave your London division a full day to sweep for explosives. They found nothing.
It's not just bombs we're concerned with.
I've also replaced all the food and beverage, brought in extra guards from Tarvis Security Services, and ordered the men to work with your team when it arrives. Trust me, I'm taking this threat very seriously.
Then why not cancel the event?
This isn't the first time extremists have threatened to tear down the Safe Harbor Initiative. Pro-AUG supporters think we're profiting from their misery, promoting more failures like Gollum City. While anti-AUG racists can't stand the thought of any augmented person living in peace. Canceling this event will only embolden all of them.
The men planning to attack here tonight are no ordinary extremists. They murdered Talus Rucker, and they want to frame the Augmented Rights Coalition if their attack tonight succeeds.
Is this true? How do you know it?
How doesn't matter. We're here because of a credible threat against you and your Safe Harbor Convention.
These men are out to stop you. They know you've been campaigning against the Human Restoration Act. They need it to pass. They don't care how many lives they destroy, as long as that happens. But we do.
It's Agent Jensen, isn't it? David Seraph told me about you. You might not believe this, Agent, but I'm also trying to save lives tonight. The lives of your people. Several members of the UN Security Council are on my guest list tonight. I plan to convince them just how wrong the act really is. Talus Rucker couldn't stop it from passing. But I can.
Where are you meeting then?
In a secure conference room off the reception hall. Men from your London division have already cleared it.
Doesn't matter. I want to see this room myself, and I want Agent Jensen here to coordinate with Tarvos Security, while the rest of my team re-examines the building. Discreetly, of course.
The head of our Tarvis division is Liam Slater. He's waiting for your man to join him in the Central Security Office.
Go see him, Agent, and keep MacReady and me in the loop. Mr. Brown, if you'll show me that conference room.
Alex, I'm at the Apex Center. Brown's got members of the Security Council here tonight. Members sympathetic to AUG rights.
You understand they must be protected at all costs.
Janus? Were you eavesdropping on me?
Forgive me, but the situation did seem to merit it.
Right. Well, if I need your advice tonight, I'll ask.
The Illuminati already tried once to control human evolution,
Having failed, it appears that some of them now are pushing for complete eradication of your kind. We need to stop them. Brown and the people he's meeting with tonight may be the only ones who can.
Adam, Janus is right.
We'll see.
Move away. Access to this part of the building is restricted. Security personnel only.
Chief Slater's expecting me.
Chief... Oh, right. He's, unavailable at the moment. Urgent matter.
The urgent matter is why I'm here.
I'm sorry. Who did you say you were with?
I didn't. Look, I have an appointment to meet with Liam Stevens, Chief Liam Stevens, and I don't have a lot of time. Could you try him on the radio for me?
I'll do better than that. You wait here, and I'll tell Stevens personally that you are here to see him, okay?
Miller, McCready. Tarvos isn't letting me in. The guard I spoke to, something's not right here. McCready, anyone from Tarvos Security contact you yet?
Negative. Which is odd, actually.
Shit. If the building's already compromised, forget it. We stay on task. Jensen, get inside Slater's office and find out what's going on.
Copy that.
Max, send a team up for support right away.
Already on the way.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Men down! Need backup!
Sorry. Authorized personnel only. Last war.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access granted.
Throw it over. Asset negative. Copy. Lock target. Double confirmed. Possible contact.
All eyes are on London tonight, as last-minute preparations get underway for the most anticipated safe harbor convention yet.
Contact! Copy. Tiger.
Apex Center, the magnificent multi-residential complex situated in the village.
Taking casualties.
Most are coming to watch filming their business goals
Attack hostile.
as they get to its successful for the very first time. I, for one, cannot wait to see more action.
Asset down. Over. Negative unit. No hostile.
I'll check that.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
My friends, there's been darkness in the world of late, but Where there is darkness, there is also opportunity, and we must seize it. We are the ones who can bring light back into the world. If we must, we will take up that torch, and we will make sure that all the augmented have a chance to live with dignity. I'd like to propose a toast.
Miller, McCready. CCTV shows another compromised area. Back of the house. Looks like catering.
I've got eyes on that area as well. It looks like our bogus Tavos units are using a guarded security door to access the reception hall. Oh, fuck! They're everywhere, circulating among the guests.
What are they playing at? Why aren't they fucking shooting yet? Jensen, any sign of Marchenko or the Orchid?
Negative. Neither. Miller, can you get to Brown?
I'm moving to him now, but Jensen, we need to know if the Orchid is in play. Get down here, circulate and find a key to that door. One of the guards must have it on him.
Copy that. It'd be easier if I knew how many guards I'm dealing with.
I'll upload their patrol routes to your retinal log. But we don't want all hell breaking loose down here. So take them down quietly. Mac, you rally with Jensen ASAP. I'll pick up Brown and get him safe. Good luck, man.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.